guys, it's Haley and I am back with another video. So it has officially been 72, well now it's been about 74 hours since I posted the giveaway announcement video. I double checked right before I got back on here got back on and started filming just to make sure in case there was someone who, slipped in at the last minute, etc. because there's only 8 people. So in this video, I'm going to do the drawing live and show you all the papers after. And then I'm also going to go over all the winnings again. And then we are going to go through and look at the 5x7 botanical journal that I'm making for Yoliti. I've actually got a lot of work done on it. And with as much as I have to fiddle and play with things, I mean, I've spent like probably 12 to 18 hours on it. I've gotten probably 2/3 of it done. I've gotten a lot. I'm liking it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the drawing started. So there's 8 people that commented on the Clever Fox Instagram, and that was the only requirement, besides of course just being a subscriber of mine, was to go leave a comment and tag my name in it. There's one person that just wrote my name because I don't think they knew how to read my Instagram or knew what my Instagram was, and that's totally fine. I included that because the whole point is to give Clever Fox promotion. That was the whole point of me doing this giveaway and doing it right now, was to give them promotion for sending me the product. And then also they know, I mean, if my name's written in there, they know. So it's no big deal. I had 1 or 2 people. I had one person that was like, oh, I wish I could have entered. I don't have an Instagram. And then one lady was like, I don't have an Instagram, but I'd like to be entered. And I was like, well, yeah, that's the point of me doing this giveaway right now, is for extra promotion for them. But like I told those ladies and anyone else, as long as you live in the US, you are more than welcome to enter the secret word giveaway as many times as you want, and you can get an envelope up to once a month. So it's free. You don't have to do anything, nothing. Just do the comment. Anyway, we'll go over that later. So the 8 women that entered were Miss Shantice Cooper Toll, who is Chocolate Girl 97, and she is actually the first person who started the swap with me. She is, when I started the swap, I announced it, she's the first person that, took the risk, because at the time, no one really knew who I was, if I, was a good swapper, if I would even send anything back, and she took the plunge and started the swap off. And we did over 100 packages, and I think there was over 72 people, because towards the end we added a few more. So it was a lot. But yeah, she's the first person that started it. Also, Christy Lindsay, she got in plenty of time. There was a couple hours left. She had been out of town, but I'm glad she got in there. Then Miss Diane, and Christy Lindsay's is Rice Christy 33. Then Miss Diane Valenzuela, who has also been around my channel since the very beginning. When I first started my channel, within the first month or two, I bought a Maggie Holmes open book, the boxed, 600-piece value kit, Project Life kit, and I gave half of it away on Instagram and half of it away on my YouTube channel. And Diane, who is Diva Lens 145, she actually won one of them. One of the packs. Then there is Miss Serena Nagler, Love Fabulous Goodies, love.fabulous.goodies, Carol Beatty, Beatty_Carol, and then Kelly Sugar, and her Instagram name is just Kelly Sugar, one word. And then there is Miss Zuli _Zuli C and A Libra Planner. I don't know them personally, so that's why I didn't write their full names out, because I don't know them, but now I will get to know them. So anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to draw 3 names in case, someone doesn't want it, someone doesn't respond, and that way there's already like a backup and a backup. So the winner, or whoever wins will have 72 hours to respond and email me, because as we'll go over, obviously I need their address and I need to know what their interests are so I can get started on making all the stuff. So, yep, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and fling these around just a little bit more so it's nice and fair. And I don't know, should I just like turn my head and start? Let's see. Okay, number 1, Kelly Sugar. And I'm going to just go ahead and go in order and open them all. Just that way everyone can see their name and know they had a chance. And, God forbid all 7 other people don't want it and number 8 does. Then there we go. Who is this? Miss Serena Nagler. Diane Valenzuela, Carol Beatty, Libra Planner, _Zuli.c. You guys see those? Miss Christy Lindsay, and Miss Shantice Cooper Toll. So I think that was the order. Obviously, I can go back and double check on the video. So that is the order they will be in. This person, obviously going down the list, they get it if they would like. And also, as you guys know, I was giving away with it that big bag full of planner kits. There's all different types of planner layout kits and planner. Each bag has a matching full planner layout kit in it. And there are also some larger ones with journal cards. There's all kinds of stuff in here. So if first place doesn't want that, then second place has the option. We'll go down the line. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move these. This was my list, just so you guys can see that. And then let us go over, okay, just reiterate what you win. So you get the black leather with a pink trim, faux dory style planner cover, an insert, and you can choose vintage or trendy. That's why I didn't make them ahead of time. If you're doing more vintage and junk journal style, or if you want, bright scrapbook, trendy, fun, etc. And then if you want like lined papers in there or unlined paper or a mix of the two, etc. Then you'll be getting an extra notebook. I think it's going to be one of these. I also have some other cute ones and a vintage one. So anyway, you will also get another, like store-bought notebook insert, the planner sticker sheets, 10 washi samples, 50 project life cards, paper clips, 25 mixed colors, and 15 specialty or like shaped paper clips, a planner tassel, 3 planner charms. Probably I'm going to do, well, I know I'm going to do like beaded charms, but they're probably like the natural stones, the semi-precious stones and things. I mean, unless the winner just doesn't really like that, then I can change it up. Anyway, a zipper bag to hold all the accessories, like a makeup bag style thing, but a planner bag. The bag of layout kits, and I will also send a planner pocket, just basically like the little folder I made, the Edith Holden one I made for our large chunky journal. Basically a smaller faux dory size pocketed folder. And then I'm sure like tons of stationery and notepad samples to use with them. And yeah. Oh, and I'm sure sticky note samples and, things like that too. So I want to make sure, just in case you guys can read it, in case I forgot something, etc. Now, secret word. I am doing a secret word giveaway in this video as well. So if you didn't win the giveaway, you can still win a secret word envelope. So the secret word is, or phrase is, I love Clever Fox planners. You can make it into your comment, whatever. All you have to do is leave that in the comments of this video within the first 24 hours of it being posted. Live in the US, and that's it. The first 5 people that comment get the 5 envelopes. Do up to 5 people, and if you've never won before, you get like dibs over, like if, like say someone did comment before you but they've won envelopes before, you would still get it because you've never won. So yeah. Anyway, so that is for this video. Now, someone had commented the secret word like days after it was over on an older video, and I just wanted to explain why there's a time limit. And it's really important, especially on my channel, because the spots rarely fill up. Only one time have the spots filled up, and it actually filled up, and a person that had won before got bumped. But that's literally only happened one time. So all of those open spaces, at any point, someone could potentially, you know, have done the secret word if there was no time limit. If it was just like the first 5 people, you know, this is the 14th round. So there's literally probably 40 spots left. And say a random video of mine gets shared a lot, or this or that, and I have randomly all of a sudden, whenever people, you know, notice the video, it pop up. I just can't do that, especially not with as many giveaways as I have. So that's why it lasts for 24 hours. That way I know whoever won in this time wins. If no one does it, I'll just do another one in the next video. That way there's still going to be constantly ways to win. So, I want to show you what I've been working on the planner or the journal. It's getting pretty full. I went ahead and added this really pretty cream crocheted trim binding because sewing it, well, A, she can't move anything around, but also I'm not even finished and it's getting really thick. So I went ahead and replaced, which it looked like fabric scrap, but it was ribbon. I replaced it with this red twine, and it was actually the perfect size. I didn't even cut this. I was like, it's meant to be. So I replaced that and I added a title, and I thought perfect for botanical flowers, fresh. And I just backed it with a bit of red and white gingham, my favorite classic. Red and white and black and white gingham are just some of my favorite patterns ever. I also went ahead and did the back cover. I wanted it to be able to lay flat, obviously, but I still wanted it nice and cute. I can't decide if I'm going to go and kind of fringify and tear up the edges of the fabric more. I may or I may not. It matches the front really well. This is actually a really cool fabric. It's not just a plain cotton. And this is like a photocopy image from a Victorian era medical journal. So there's all these writings around it, and this is something Institute. And a drawing, you know, from an old medical journal. I inked up the edges just a little bit because there was still a little white border, but yeah, so I think it looks really cool. So that's what I did on the back. I went ahead, I did the book page on the inside that matches, you know, all the outside pages with a Tim Holtz hole reinforcer. So there is the cardstock, 2 layers of paper, and a hole reinforcer on each side, reinforcing the hole. So it's really nice and sturdy. And then for the front and back covers, I did this, what is this? Man, I can't remember this brand. What is it? Cosmo Cricut. This is from a Cosmo Cricut paper pad. I did that on the front and back. Whoops, hold on, let me fix this. And then I went ahead and made a little envelope for the back, just to hold more stuff, of course. And it's gusseted, so it expands. And I went ahead and lined it with an extra piece of cardstock to make it heavier, because it's just regular, like, computer weight paper. And right now in it are just the little tiny embellishments I made. Our little mini notebook and our little mini, like, look how cute. It's like a clipboard style notepad with 3 sheets. So cute. Okie doke. Then we have the same. This is a Marion Smith Prima paper that Jen sent me. There is, on the blank pages, I have started putting down vintage ledger papers for writing spaces on the backs of patterned paper. And then I'm still gonna, you know, mix and match with the doodle papers and things, but that's kind of been sort of my focus with that. So anyway, I haven't, you know, I just added those. Some of them are really cool. Look at this. Buckwheat, cattle, sheep. I just thought it was really cool. And then I went ahead and sewed down a pocket, and I did one on this side as well with another fabric scrap. And this is just a printable on some really heavy cardstock, like it's glossy on one side. I'm going to go ahead and ink up around the edges, and I also want to do like a little, probably something on the top, so it kind of tucks over on the edge. I think it'll look cool. And of course these match just beautifully, yes. Then again, I matched the fabric, and this was a printable. I just like added this today, so I don't know what I'm going to do to the back. I definitely won't be leaving it stark white. I will at the very least back it with another patterned paper. But this is so pretty, this little stationery paper. Printable again. Vintage ledger paper. And then this is an envelope flip out, and this has some tags, some for just layering that she can work with. Here's some that I printed on the, this is on the blue vellum, not the green. This is from the Forest, what is it? Forest something. Printable, one of my favorite ones in there. And I printed it out on lined paper, so it's like a little journaling tag. And of course I just added one of my favorite little note sheets in there. This pocket is just kind of like miscellaneous extra stuff to work with. Like I said, none of this is done. And then for the flap on the other side, I actually adhered down this piece of paper, which is also from that printable. And it continues with a little flap on the other side, which you'll see. This is just a little bag I made. I used a scrap of this paper, which I really love. And I adhered down some really pretty, like faint, I really love these note sheet printables. I just adhered them down, inked them up. And again, I might do something else with the back, do some stamping. Who knows? I cut this in a way so it still looks like the perfect little note sheet. Let's see. Ledger. And then on our little book pages, for now I've added matching, just like these are matching ledger sheets. I'm still going to be doing some stuff with this. And this is the center, of course. Okay, now this sheet is the other half of the black one. What I did was there was a Paper Studio paper that had like this image to here on the edge, and I fussy cut the image, and there was one that went on the other side, but it didn't match. So I used this one and adhered together a little tag that I had done, you know, some little embellishing on. And I just adhered these two pieces together, and then I sewed them to be a little tuck spot. And then right here, I fiddled with this for so long. I don't know, I feel like just one of these needs to be changed. I can't decide. But one of them's got to go. This is just, you know, a little bundle that tucks in, and it has our little, I used another one of those stickers with the vellum, our little pattern paper journal cards. Love it. And then it's a secret. It flips down and it has a little journaling spot. I'll do something on the back of this as well. You never know. Again, a place for a ledger or whatever we do. And this side, oh, I printed this, I don't even know how long ago, on some actual photo paper. And I just went ahead and backed it with some regular graph paper. Excuse me. Again, this was another older printable that I just really liked and I thought it matched well. And then this was actually in a different pocket, but I thought with the purple it kind of went better here, and it just kind of tied it all in. Probably do something with that too. I'm just still working on it. Just wanted to give you an update. This is the other side of that paper I adhered down, and I just sewed, which is a pocket that goes to this side as well. I sewed along the edges, and it's just a tuck spot. I did this exact thing it was like the first project. Yeah, it was the first project I did when I came back to YouTube a couple months ago, and I did the soft cover sewn traveler's notebook. I did that for my very sweet friend Katie. This, again, just a printable. This is actually some of the origami paper, the vintage origami paper that Jen sent. And I went ahead and punched a half circle, and first I put a piece of cardstock along the edge just to strengthen it so it won't rip, you know, when you're tucking stuff in and out. Right here I used this little extra piece of kind of mint teal paper. This was a handmade doily that I cut in half and arranged around this piece, which is actually the back of a paper that I didn't like, but I loved the grid, so I kept it. And this is an extra little journaling spot. And this, see, again, it's a journaling spot, but it's on the back, or I guess it is still on the back of the pattern paper. I made this, which will be adhered down on this page, but I can't decide what I want around it. And you might think, well, why are you sticking that down? You can't write on it. Well, it's another little secret, of course. This is just another vintage ledger paper. This, yeah, definitely will say this is like my favorite vintage ledger paper. It just looks so, I don't know, I just really like it. This was just a free printable from Pinterest. I used some fabric scraps. I literally had a piece about this big, and I had to I used this same fabric for something else, so I just had little scraps, and I arranged them just to make sure it covered all around the edge perfectly. And this free printable from Pinterest. This is the other side of the My Mind's Eye paper. This I adhered down. This is also My Mind's Eye paper. Very faint. I'll probably, this is good for journaling, and I'll probably do a little embellishment in the corner or something. And that is adhered down because we have another envelope flip out, and it's also hiding the envelope flap. This is, oh, I was like, why? That's not a pattern paper. That's the other side of the pattern paper that you can just kind of see through it. This is just the doodle paper. And this is just a little set of, these are Prima journaling spots and journal cards, etc. Oh, I made these envelopes, all three that are in here, with a really nice heavyweight paper bag that I got from a little farmer's market, little farmer's stand near me. There was 2 of them. I was like, oh, I love this paper. So I saved it and took it apart. And that, my friends, is all that I have for you. That is everything I have done so far. I hope you all like it. And of course, I hope Yelidi likes it because it's for her. So, yeah. Again, I love Clever Fox planners for the secret word. All you have to do is write it in the comments. In the first 24 hours, anyone in the US can participate, and you can win an envelope up to once a month, but you can play every single time. I keep track of exactly when people won, so you don't have to worry about it. You know, you may even forget and not realize it's time for you to get another envelope, and you had just played for fun, so you never know. Anyhoozle, that's what I've been doing. I will go ahead. Miss Kelly Sugar was the winner, and please contact me in the next 3 days with your preferences for your insert. If you like, well, just for everything in general. That's why I didn't get the washi samples ready, the Project Life. If you're doing vintage, vintage junk journal style, or if you are doing more like scrapbook, bright, trendy, colorful, and then if you want in your insert, if you want it like lined or unlined. So I think those are the only like questions I had for, styling before I can put everything together. Because obviously I want to pick out washi tape and Project Life cards and paper clips and things that match everything. I want it all to kind of coincide so that it will all work together. So my email will be listed down in the description box below. It always is. And yes, thank you all so much for watching. I will talk to you all soon. Thanks. Bye.